Bonsoir YouTube, bienvenue. Alors bon, Manon à la manette, des choix à faire, on est dans la merde. Il y a un bouquin à prendre, t'as 2 bouquins à prendre, c'est fantastique. Pourquoi t'as pas pris le bouquin?
J'ai cru que en appuyant sur X, ça prenait le bouquin.
Pépin.
J'ai mal lu. On peut pas reprendre. C'est où? Mais si j'ai toujours mes points.
Bah ouais, mais non, faut les prendre avant.
Excusez-moi, ça commence bien.
Manon à la manette.
On a plus de bras parce que tu as la manette. Tu avais la manette.
Oui, parce que j'ai décidé d'aller vite parce qu'on commençait à s'emmerder sec.
Ouais, à cause de toi, on a plus de bras.
Puis tant pis.
Ne me fais pas la remarque du labyrinthe, je sais. Oh,
Donc t'as vu, hein, faut qu'on aille sur les quais.
oui. Mais je sais pas comment j'y vais, ok. Y'a pas une porte là par là? Ça pourrait pas aller plus vite?
Eh bien, non.
Qu'est-ce que j'ai?
J'espère bien évidemment que ces chapitres seront plus rapides
Non, je pense
et
pas.
que notre capacité à résoudre les énigmes de ce jeu seront plus rapides. Parce que là tu pars du mauvais côté. C'est-à-dire que c'est quand même... Arrête de tourner dans tous les sens, bordel de merde! Tu m'énerves. Stop! Arrête de tourner la caméra, s'il te plaît! Là. Là. Non! Arrête de tourner la caméra. Ensuite, là. Là. Non! Là. 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 Là.
Ah non!
Everywhere again.
Wow. What's the
Non,
matter
je
with
crois pas
him?
mon nez.
Excuse me, monsieur. I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this
Ça va.
way just to
Ça fait
fail
8
so
minutes
close
que
to
le
the
live
goal.
il est commencé,
What
je
are you
suis
talking
déjà à
about?
cran.
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised
Ruin
PAG
everything.
and Vollner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick.
Durée des chapitres, peut-être.
Frappe-le.
Capacité à résister,
Frappe-le.
j'ai un doute.
Je le frappe ou non, je le raisonne.
Comme tu veux.
Ah, je frappe
I don't know
pas.
what you're going on about. and I don't
Capacité à
have
résoudre
time
les
for this
énigmes,
right
j'ai un
now.
doute.
Don't fail
Voilà.
getting rid of me so easily,
Ah,
Lord de Richet.
seule
Where have you
chance.
been?
Est-ce qu'il est manipulable? T'étais sur le bon truc, hein. Immunité politique.
Did Lord Mortimer tell you you could trust me?
Oh, bien joué.
So, I'm working for him
Dès
right
qu'il y a un
now.
pouvoir en jeu,
And
on
you're
gagne.
wasting my
Non,
time
forcément.
with questions.
Aïe.
Look,
Oui, mais
if
ça
he
aurait
hasn't
pu être
taken
une
you
autre
into his
immunité.
confidence, then you shouldn't know yet.
I'll soon figure out what you are up to. And I am convinced that you have indeed robbed Mortimer. The game is up. Give me what you took from him.
You know,
Mais
this
pourquoi
is
parler
becoming an
français, c'est
obsession
France
with you.
Télé.
Show me what you are carrying, or I will call the
L'embrouiller.
servants.
Donner un manuscrit rare? Un objet rare? Non.
Si, donne-lui...
Un objet rare.
Ouais, un objet.
Ah, non. C'est quoi un élixir rare?
C'est un de nos trucs à nous.
C'est ça.
C'est toi qui choisis.
Non, il croira pas.
Donne-lui la pierre. Non,
Elle sert à quoi la pierre magnétique?
j'en sais rien.
Elle nous a pas permis d'ouvrir un truc?
Bon, on s'en fout maintenant, non?
Very well. Fair is fair. You've exposed me. Here. This is what I took from him. Look, I'm sorry. I acted on a bizarre impulse.
I don't know either, and frankly, you have disappointed me. That said, it is not as bad as I thought it would be.
Eh ben voilà.
Right. We'll leave it there. I'm
Tout va bien.
glad that things have been cleared up.
So, are we finished here?
Indeed we are. I shall leave you.
Indeed we are.
Go play somewhere else. See you later, monsieur.
Non, il l'a dit dans sa tête. Hein.
Come on. I have to hurry up and join my mother at the wharf now.
Quelle expression dans le visage. Là, il faut que tu rejoignes le hall d'entrée.
Ouais, mais c'est par quelle porte?
Tu passes une des portes et quand tu seras dans le hall d'entrée, je te dirai. De toute façon, là, en gros, il faut faire le tour. Ouais.
C'est écrit bibliothèque. Hein.
Non, on s'en fout. C'est 3 fois qu'on le sélectionne. À force, on sait. Un bouquin qu'on n'a pas le droit de lire. Continue.
Il y a un oiseau.
Non, c'était un papillon.
Oh, mais je ne
Non, c'est que c'est bon. On est dans la bonne pièce. Ah! Parce qu'on est censé passer la porte là. Normalement.
Ah, Louis.
Ah merde.
Perfect timing.
Ah,
As luck would
crotte,
have
crotte,
it.
crotte.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you.
Ah,
Shit.
merde.
Non, merci.
Bah, on n'a pas le choix.
Comment on enlève le petit souci en haut là?
Attends. Ça. Ah.
Come closer, please.
Oh putain, c'était
It's
juste.
time we had a little chat. I wanted you. Oh no, your hand. Damn it,
Ah.
no. So that's it. She's prepared to use you. What
Ah
do you mean?
merde,
Wasn't
du
enough
coup,
for
oui.
her to lose her hand. She had
Bah
to
oui,
make
à
you
cause de
lose
toi.
yours too. I cannot.
Ah, ça
let
va,
this
hein, pour une
continue.
fois qu'il y a un
Louis,
personnage qui
it's time
réagit.
you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in the search of Sarah.
T'as des
I would
caméras?
like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road.
The wrong road?
Louis, Sarah has made her own choices of her own free will, and I would like for you to have the same chance. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long
Ah,
time.
ce qui aurait été
Louis.
intéressant, c'est qu'ils
I
disent
am
qu'elle est un démon.
aware of her
Tu vois?
theory about me,
Là, ça aurait
about
été bien.
Gregory, about the demons. She's
Ouais.
right. Look at me. I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
Lucifer, the fallen archangel, left heaven accompanied by 133,306,668 angels.
Ce qui est bien, c'est que lui donne un chiffre.
Is it
Bah
true
oui, on n'a pas le droit au
there are
chiffre.
that many of you?
No, I assure you, Louis. Forget your Bible class. It's ridiculous. We are not angels. We don't have wings. There is certainly nowhere near 1,000,000 of us. And for that matter, no sacred human text represents us correctly. There are several families, and the family to which I belong has 8 siblings, including Gregory and myself.
Sir Gregory is your brother?
Yes, what can I say? You can't choose your family. But it is very difficult to know exactly how many of us there are because a large number of our kind remain hidden or never reveal
On a
themselves
dit
even
aussi,
to
là.
us.
Ça serait rigolo, ça. Pourquoi me dire tout ça maintenant? Moi, je serais de l'avis de dire ça. Hein.
Bah, je veux le mettre après, puisque
Bah,
je réponds à toutes les questions.
bah, si tu veux, vas-y.
How would you qualify your species scientifically?
Parce que je trouve ça un peu bizarre que d'un seul coup, il décide
What
de
is
tout
your
balancer,
area
quoi.
of
Tu vois.
expertise?
Bah, avec le alasif, je dirais la physique.
Moi, j'aurais dit biologie.
Ouais.
Moi, je suis pas censée faire de physique.
Si tu veux, comme ça c'est gratuit.
My lord, to tell you the truth, I don't see myself as a scientist.
Well, consider us as a simple species still unknown to most of men. Thus we are born. We have the capacity to change bodies, that is all.
But why me?
Why do I tell you about the greatest secret ever revealed to man?
That's right.
I'm coming to that, don't worry.
Eh, connard.
Why should I trust you?
I'm not asking you to, Louis. If you are still in doubt about the demons, I can assure you that won't last long.
What are the demons' projects for humanity?
Our aim has long since been
Oh,
to
ça
protect
c'était Odin.
humanity from
Ça va,
itself.
Odin?
On the other hand, although we give them the impulse to
Ouais.
succeed,
Odin.
they don't all agree as to the
Ça va?
path they take to achieve it.
Ça c'est parce qu'il entend les autres chiens aboyer
Non,
dehors.
il a vu quelque chose dehors qui l'a fait aboyer.
Mhm. Que se passe-t-il avec ma mère? Tant qu'à faire.
What has my mother got to do with all this?
She embarked on a crusade
bon
many
Je
years
vais
ago.
c'était pas.
T'es impliqué dans le jeu, toi. Hein.
All the demons.
Comment a-t-il réagi?
That must have upset you. I imagine you retaliated.
No, I'm afraid she never forgave me.
Forgave what?
We met when she was still just a young woman. I appeared to her in a different form because I didn't want to reveal the identity of Lord Mortimer at that time. She was looking for someone interested in the occult to decipher an ancient book. We spent many years together until I revealed my true nature to her.
What happened next?
She felt betrayed and manipulated, tricked.
Logique.
We had an argument. She rejected me, and
Ça se
then
trouve, on est
she
fâchés.
simply disappeared. Just
Oh.
after that, she joined the Order and began to relentlessly hunt us down.
And you truly have the power to manipulate the thoughts of men.
That's right. Every demon has the capacity to infiltrate the minds of men and to read and steer their thoughts.
And what do you do with this power?
We help
Le
them,
bordel,
of
hein.
course.
Foutaise. Ah ouais?
And how is it you help men exactly?
Let's just say that without us, man would probably never have left his cave. Fire, the wheel, tools,
Ah, bah du coup il nous
writing.
rejoint.
We are the spark that inspires
Voici
man to search,
la bête.
to grow, to evolve.
Qu'est-ce que t'as vu?
Can you
Ah non,
tell
pas de
me more
rototo,
about
hein.
your capacities, your supernatural powers?
Supernatural? From my point of view, they are perfectly natural. Well, Louis, just because the monkey
Aïe,
can
tu
fly
fais mal,
doesn't
putain.
mean that we
Je-
should consider the bird a supernatural creature. We are all part of a grand design. We are simply made like this. By developing our art, we are able to read thoughts as well as write in the minds of men. It is possible for us to make them bow to our desire, but it doesn't work without leaving some scars.
Ah bon?
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you. If you could manipulate us mentally, what's the point of all the theatrics of the conference?
You must suspect that we asked ourselves that very same question. For many centuries, we didn't organize any conferences, and most of the time, it ended in civil war between demons. Many of us were killed during this period. The idea of organizing conferences was the answer to everything. The interest being to erect some rules among ourselves. Our family first divided up all the principal countries of the world. Now, whenever one of us wants
Abusé.
to propose a major change between these countries, they summon the demon in
Donc
question
ce qui veut dire que
and
là il a
initiate a
convoqué
conference.
Holm.
The demon
Oui,
that
son frère.
initiates the
Et
proposition
donc c'est entre
doesn't
deux que
have to
veut se
give
faire l'échange. Et
notification
là il n'est
of
pas
the subject
d'accord.
of the conference
C'est ça
beforehand.
qui s'oppose.
Consequently, we participate along with our best assets.
Ah,
Once the humans are brought
voilà.
together, the conference begins, but we are forbidden to
Ah, c'est
use our
intéressant comme
talents
principe.
to influence the participants. The first meeting is held in order to expose the subject to all the participants, followed by several days of reflection, during which we are allowed to be persuasive but not to impose our will. A second meeting closes the conference with a final vote.
So, for you it's a game, isn't it?
I understand your remark, but after living several centuries, you stand back and enjoy what reflection and pleasure you can.
Non, c'est bon, on perd du temps.
Comme tu le sens.
Pas important.
Did what happened to Elizabeth Adams have anything to do with you?
Unfortunately, the poor girl became an issue between us, in spite of herself. A family of demons is still a family, and as in all families, there are disputes. Elizabeth's family, the Adams, has always been under the patriarchal control of my father. As he and myself are not really on very good terms, sending poor Elizabeth here was terribly rude of him, really.
D'accord.
You did accept, though.
No, I would say rather I was presented with a fait accompli by Gregory and went along with the intention of helping her. But this is my castle, and everyone is the master of their own home.
Vas-y,
The voice
gratos.
in Elizabeth's head. It was you.
It was my father, to be precise.
Mhm. D'accord.
So, von
Eh
Borchardt,
ben,
he was looking for the Al-Azif for you.
Exactly. Al-Azif has always belonged to my family, Louis.
Ah
And
bon?
with good reason. My father wrote much of it. Can you tell me what you've done with...
What? You mean the Al-Azif?
No, I already know that. Sarah came here with it and got rid of it. I was thinking of von Borchardt. He isn't essential, but he is a trusted person.
He's a prisoner at our
maintenant, est-ce qu'on va
headquarters in
écouter la
Paris.
maman ou
All
quoi?
right.
Hein?
Je sais pas.
I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis. Come, I've something to show you.
Est-ce qu'on peut vraiment vaincre?
There is one question that remains to be answered.
Ah, ça a l'air tuable normalement en
Why
fait.
me?
Hein.
Why tell me all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
Ah, je vois où il veut en venir, il coûte plus cher, donc j'ai envie de dire que c'est une meilleure réponse.
I've got an idea, but it might seem stupid.
Trust me.
Am I one? I mean, am I a demon?
Would you like that?
Non.
Moi je dirais oui.
Vas-y.
I must admit that the idea is appealing.
Look, we are of the gods, Louis. Always have been.
C'est mon père.
You, as much as me, you
Ah,
are one of
ouais.
us, Louis. You too are a demon.
Are you serious?
You know it. Deep down inside, you know
Ah
I'm
ouais,
telling you the
d'accord.
truth. Where do you think that natural, charismatic presence comes from? Your talent
Ça va, hein.
must already have
Non,
manifested itself somehow.
C'est vrai.
Have you ever had any
Mais tous les
visions?
corps que tu auras auront un bras en moins.
Stop it, it's
Have
absurd.
you never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Whilst asleep, maybe?
J'avais
That's how it
raison.
often happens the first
Godoy, il
time.
paraissait
Your
bizarre parce qu'il
spirit
était en lui.
wanders
My
unconsciously.
mother
C'est
can't have
moi qui
lied
t'ai
to me
dit.
about
Mais
that.
non.
It's true.
Ah, si.
You're real.
Bah, on avait
I would
raison.
never have lied to you,
What do you mean?
Louis. I would rather
Ouais,
you
c'est-
found this
c'est mon
out from
père.
her own
Je
lips,
suis ton
but
père.
it's important that you know Sarah is not
Ah.
your mother.
Ah!
I'm sorry
Ah,
you
d'accord,
had to
ça
find
y est,
out
trop.
this way, Louis. But you must know the truth
Ah oui.
before you commit an irreparable act.
No, no, it's not possible.
You are my son.
Ok.
Liar!
Hein?
C'est qui lui?
Oh, l'autre. Perru.
Well,
Oh,
well.
oh.
So now you're his bastard. You really took me for a fool. Don't make a move, you clowns.
Everybody keep calm.
Don't say a word or I'll shoot your kid. Not so clever now, are we? At last I found a way to put the pressure on you, Mortimer.
Look, just calm down, monsieur.
You stopped me from ending it all. Because of you, I've had to pay for it. You don't know what it's like. He's in your head. He's in your soul. I never want to feel that again.
Jack, I did not betray you.
You're just like him.
Soit j'aimerais comprendre ce qui se passe, soit il doit me laisser l'aider.
Monsieur, you don't know the whole
Merde!
story.
Tu vois, comme quoi, hein, tu vois, on veut pas dire ma
Bah,
raison.
c'était une immunité puis on n'a pas vérifié.
Jack,
Ah merde! Non, on l'avait peut-être pas. Non, découverte. On savait pas.
So, what are you gonna do now? You've just found out your true nature. What difference does it make?
Ok.
Va voir si on sait des faiblesses pour lui. Jacques Perru. Au-dessus. Psychologie. Ok.
Bah, dis-moi vite parce que.
C'est...
Wait, Jack! If it weren't for me,
Bien joué.
you'd be dead by now. You've seen who I am, and this so-called revelation makes no difference. I'm not a slave to my birth, and I refuse to pretend to be a victim. I am Louis de Richet.
Do you really believe you've got enough strength to resist him?
I am who I am. Only our actions truly define us. And you can threaten me all you want. It won't make any difference.
Don't change, Louis. You're strong. I wasn't able to make it. You're just like him. You are already. You can't
bizarre,
see it,
ça.
or you don't want to see it, but it's already too late. In fact, I haven't got any choice.
You always have a choice. You know very well what will happen to you if you shoot me.
Bah, les démons existeront toujours. Ou s'ils tirent sur moi, personne pourra arrêter Mortimer.
Mais c'est pas mal de dire ça.
Je préfère ça aussi, ouais.
Ça?
Bah, je préfère les démons existent toujours.
Between you and me,
Fuck.
I'm not as important as you think. If you shoot me, it won't change a thing for the other demons, now will it?
It'll be
Désolé.
one less, and he wants you. For the first time, I can stop what he wants. You should never have come
Ça aurait dû
here.
être l'autre.
You're just like him, and you all deserve to die.
Louis, you want to learn how to walk into danger. Fear not, I've blocked him. He
Oh,
can't move. One
à ce
more
point-là?
second and he would have shot you. You wanted to save him during the conference, so it's up to you to decide his fate. Does he still deserve your mercy? Or have you had enough? I'll let you choose.
bah non. Je ferais bien tout oublier.
Bah ouais, mais j'ai peur que ça ait un impact.
Un impact sur quoi?
Après, il en souffre.
Ah ouais.
But there's still good inside him. Free him. Let him think that he just came here for the conference and that he will serve you with devotion.
Fine. But are you acting out of compassion or vengeance?
Compassion.
There, it's done.
Putain, bah non, on n'est pas aussi efficace. Hein.
Mais nous, on vient de l'apprendre, on n'a pas ces pouvoirs.
Par contre, les serviteurs sont clairement au courant, ils viennent de tout voir.
Oui. Clairement.
Il a plus de pansement.
Bonsoir Flavien.
Ou alors c'est caché.
Not too shaken up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
Non. Non. Bah oui.
You can say that again.
For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her,
Bah voilà.
I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to
Ah,
your
bah
first
non.
talent.
What do you mean?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power. It's already there inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts.
Okay.
Just let me show you the way.
I should relax.
Open your mind. Hear my voice. Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it.
Je suis en train d'exploser.
My voice is growing
D'un coup
fainter,
de doigt.
but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
I hear them.
Il m'énerve à cause de ce que je fais.
Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
Ah!
What?
You heard me.
C'est bien
From
ça.
now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be
C'est bien,
able
ça.
to read their current thoughts. So, if
Comme ça, on
you
va
need
pouvoir
to
lire
know
les pensées de
something
maman.
particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
But I'd be violating their minds, wouldn't I?
No, nothing of the sort. You won't really be penetrating their psyches. Let's just say you'll be picking up residual signals emitted by their thoughts. It isn't intrusive at all, rest assured. There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent when used between ourselves. You can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans.
Ah.
But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourself will know that you are spying and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory.
Et forcément, à un moment, on va nous proposer
Yes,
ce
your
choix-là.
Grump is touchy.
Et
Non, on le fera pas.
Rather a stickler
Okay.
about the conventions. On that
même
note,
si ça
go and
pourrait
see Sarah,
nous
Louis.
sauver la vie.
Otherwise,
Pas
she
ça,
might
pas ça.
leave without you.
Ok.
We'll continue this discussion later if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
Ça, on a perdu notre putain de bras pour rien,
Alors,
quoi.
vous êtes désormais capable d'entendre les pensées de vos interlocuteurs. Chaque utilisation de lecture d'esprit coûte 1 point d'essence. Vous pouvez en récupérer 1 quand vous rencontrez une immunité, 2 quand vous exploitez une vulnérabilité et 3 quand vous consommez une croix de Malte. Ok,
C'est quoi la croix de Malte?
bah, j'y vais. C'est un objet. Je sais plus lequel, mais là j'y vais.
Let's see what Mortimer's thinking about.
He is thinking he might not have been clear enough with you. When I told you not to try to read into Gregory or her experienced demons, it also applied to me, of course.
You can hear me think?
Of course I can. I can sense you. For the moment, your mind shines like 1,000 lights because you haven't yet mastered the art of concealment from the psyches of others. So,
J'espère que tu n'auras pas de problème avec le
weapon,
vent.
and the first thing you do is try to
Mais non.
shoot me with it.
C'était
If
pas-
my intentions were evil, you would already be at my mercy. So be very careful on whom you use the talent.
S'excuser.
All right. Please excuse me.
And don't ever apologize, my son. You are far above that from now on.
Bah,
Now
ça me
go.
paraissait
One
logique.
more
Non, mais c'est bien. Je pense que
If
c'est
you
bien.
want to
on
know
montre
the
qu'on-
truth
voilà.
about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother
Oh!
to steal you from me.
C'était le truc dont elle voulait jamais nous parler.
Oui.
Ok.
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must
Là, à
hurry to
droite.
the wharf.
Droite. Là. Grosse porte noire.
Elle est où, ma mère?
Bah oui, on n'a jamais fait de confrontation avec elle. Hein. Bah oui, c'est logique. C'est logique.
Attends, les labyrinthes mènent. Bref.
Non, c'est pas le même. Oui, bah oui.
Elle veut partir là en fait, ma mère?
Je pense, ouais. Elle est là.
Emily,
Non.
what are you doing
Oh.
here?
Ah.
You wouldn't have seen.
Mother?
Oh.
Ah, ça
Merde!
C'était pas Emily. C'était Emma.
No, what's happened? No, Mother! No!
She's ruined my life, Louis. I am sorry.
What were you thinking?
Emma meant everything to me.
No, no.
Your mother destroyed everything by shooting her.
Ah.
She was me, and I was her.
Ah. Ouais, mais c'est peut-être pas forcément intéressant. Non, c'est
Je
pas,
pense que-
c'est pas intéressant maintenant.
Mais ce n'est pas Sarah qui a tué Emma.
Tu l'as.
Quoi?
Non, c'est tu la tues si tu
Ah.
fais ça.
I
talk to her. She was going to tell me everything.
I am sorry. I did what Emma would have done.
Mais c'est pas Sarah qui a tué
Bah non, c'est toi.
You're the one who killed Emma, not my mother.
And it wouldn't
Ah non,
have
c'est elle.
happened if Sarah hadn't struck out at Emma first.
Immunité rencontrée. Ah merde. Bah là... putain. En soi, maintenant, on pourrait rentrer dans sa tête, hein. Mais
Bon, ça sert à quoi?
je sais pas.
Bah qu'elle disparaisse de ma vie.
Bah vas-y.
Get out of here.
Fais chier. Putain, c'était la duchesse, quoi.
Why didn't you ever tell me I was his
Pourtant, moi
son?
j'ai été spoilée et dans la scène là, elle la mettait en. Oh, on a été trop lent. On était trop lent.
Ah bon? Ah oui, je n'ai pas empêché Lady Hillsborough de tuer Sarah de Richet.
Voilà. Moi j'ai eu un spoil où elle la tuait pas, c'est parce qu'on était trop lent. On a trop
Ah,
discuté,
lol.
je pense.
Ah ouais. Eh ben voilà. Eh ben écoute, et là tu prends les bouquins s'il te
Donc,
plaît.
c'est quoi pour.
Ah. Et les deux. Voilà. Merci. Fais voir personne.
Bah tu dis ça trop tard, hein.
Mais non, t'as pas appuyé pendant que je parle.
Rational would open.
Fais chier, comment on va faire maintenant?
Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good
Qu'est-ce qu'il
thing
le
or
joue
a
bien?
curse. No.
Conviens-toi
This is an
que c'est une bonne
advantage.
chose parce
I
que...
could get used to this pretty quickly, I think.
Damn it. What a mess. Come on. Man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute.
Emma.
Sir Gregory?
Ah,
Qu'est-ce qu'il fait peur celui-là?
Good day.
tonton.
I think it would be good to talk.
Bah oui, tonton.
How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about
Donc,
our
ne pas rentrer dans
and
sa
our
tête.
family. It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
Il fait peur.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
C'est gratuit, hein, le depuis
Is
quand
there a
ils
head
sont
of the
nouveaux.
family?
On s'en bat
You'll
les couilles.
see.
Ok.
You'll meet them all, of course, when you are ready. They created us
Sorry.
and set out the rules, especially our father. As for our mother, she retired from the political stage. We don't see her much anymore.
Ce qui veut
I
dire que
think
leur
that
père
all
est encore
these
actif.
questions simply bore her.
What's Lord Mortimer's problem?
I think he allows himself to be devoured by a need for recognition,
Has he always been like that?
more or less. But thinking about it, I believe that the
pourrait
birth of
être?
our
Il doit pas être
latest
quelqu'un qui
sibling
fait
greatly
partie du colloque.
accentuated his discomfort.
Sinon, ce serait bizarre. Bah non, parce qu'il y a que eux deux qui peuvent pas...
Do you think he's jealous?
I didn't realize you were so good at behavioral
comprends pas
analysis.
trop.
Indeed, William certainly is prone to jealousy. Finding one's place, notably in the eyes of our father, is not easy.
Ça
And
veut
we
dire que le
each
papa,
do
il est
what we
pas
can to
présent, mais...
succeed. But I can't justify this perpetual rebellion against our rules.
Le reste, on s'en fout, du coup.
I see.
Okay.
There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy. One thing you must understand, regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself, is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, For centuries, we've been trying to
Il
help
va dire que notre
and
père
therefore
utilise-
preserve
Alors
humanity.
que si on avait choisi
Monarchies are
Mortimer, on
simple
n'a
and
pas une
practical.
guerre.
They
Ouais.
enable
Alors
us to
qu'avec lui, on
inspire
aura à la fin une
humanity
guerre contre la
efficiently.
France.
And I can't
Bah, on n'aura
understand
qu'à
why
changer
William
d'avis
wants
lors
to
du dernier
replace
colloque.
them with
Ouais, mais du coup, il
democracy.
nous embobine.
Oui.
Ah, non, moi je suis pour la démocratie, moi.
Bah vas-y. Parce que là, moi je fais que des mauvais choix, donc cette fois-ci, à toi d'y aller.
race, why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you, less from William. The main thing you're lacking is time. Man is transient, and one of his particularities is that he does not
oui,
learn from the
largement.
errors
Ouais,
of
c'est
his
clair que
peers.
si je
He
vivais
uses
plein de
up an
siècles,
incredible
ça me
amount of
casserait le
energy
cul, les
building
gens tout le temps faire la même chose.
and
Bah
destroying
oui,
whatever he
ça me
himself
saoulerait.
C'est un
put
éternel
into. If
recommencement.
we
Ça me
weren't here
saoulerait
to
de tout le temps les voir faire
guide
tout le temps la même
them,
erreur.
I sincerely believe that humanity would
Mais
have
bon,
become extinct
puisque
by
les mêmes
now.
erreurs arrivent toujours,
We
c'est que
are
même eux
eternal.
n'arrivent pas à modifier
Allez.
When
le
we
cours
plan
des
ahead,
choses.
we do
Entièrement.
it for the long term.
Voilà, on peut dire ça comme ça. Hein.
Cela ressemble à du despotisme, hein, du coup, si tu veux continuer sur
Yes,
l'idée.
I understand, but that's more like tyranny, isn't it?
Well, it's all a question of your point of view.
Là, il a pas vraiment de
From
réponse hein, pour
man's
dire ça.
point of view, I can understand how he would have that impression if ever he found out. But don't forget your true nature. From the demon's point of view, in other words, ours, letting man do as he thinks fit would equate to
Eh, t'es pas
letting
Dieu,
him
mec.
race to his
C'est
own
juste une autre
demise.
espèce.
But
Ouais, mais ils se
what about
prennent pour des
man's
dieux.
freedom to
Après,
choose?
c'est un peu ce qu'on fait
That
avec les animaux.
is man's worst enemy, Louis.
Okay.
Imagine a
C'est vrai.
creature that dies without reaching the age of adulthood. It remains a child. We have to help him, otherwise he will put himself in danger. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons.
Pas baillé.
Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between
Sorry, Lucas.
demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything
Oui,
would be
effectivement, t'as loupé le
fine.
dernier
But
live.
several other families,
On a perdu
younger,
notre,
but nonetheless
notre bras,
powerful,
enfin l'avant-bras
are
dans
trying to
une
upset the
énigme
balance. At present,
Bah,
que
la
l'on
blague,
a,
moi,
que l'on a échoué comme notre...
some families are pushing
qui est pas notre
Qui en
mère.
fait n'est pas
less
notre mère, ouais.
influential countries to gain ground. Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Are you suggesting he might be in danger?
Well, Louis, our father's patience is not limitless. If William ever does go too far, then yes, he will be in danger. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it. If I've been able to help you in any way, go now.
Bon, ça va encore. Les gens sont plutôt sympatoches avec moi.
Ouais.
Tu te rends
Oh,
compte,
mais
on
tu
va
vas
devoir-
t'en remettre
on va
de
devoir
ça?
vivre plein de siècles sans bras.
Mais peut-être pas, peut-être qu'en changeant de corps, il récupère son bras.
Mais il
c'est
était pas
tout.
si moche que ça comme corps. Oh, c'est du gâchis. Ou alors on se met dans le corps d'Emily. De toute façon, elle a
Ah, bah là, tu me causes.
plus grand-chose à
Continue
donner.
tout droit.
Non mais c'est vrai.
D'Emma, hein, parce qu'Emilie, elle est morte.
Oui. Bah non, c'est Emma qu'on est censé avoir tué.
Bah non, c'est...
Non.
Ah, merde.
Mais sauf que j'ai un doute. Je me demande si-
Non, 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 non. Là-bas. Ah, le sens de l'orientation et madame, ça fait 30 milliards. Ah bah on va discuter avec... On peut ne pas le faire, hein. On peut ne pas le faire, on peut ne pas le faire. Va à gauche, on peut ne pas le faire. Tu me dis pourquoi faire et tu vas le voir. Il est où ton sens de la logique, woman?
Busy as always, I see. How lucky you are. I must admit I'm trying to kill the
Putain, on a de la
boredom
chance.
myself.
I get the impression we're all in the same boat.
And here I was thinking you might have some juicy gossip.
Bah non.
Me? No, nothing at all. And you?
I would like to be able to say yes, but it's been dead quiet. The only one with anything to say is Duke Manuel. But with that accent of his, I don't understand a word he says. It's exasperating.
Right. I've wasted enough time.
I'll keep our conversation to myself, Mr. President. Anyway, I must be going now.
See you later,
c'était
Louis.
juste pour vous dire bonjour.
Ouais.
Il y avait pas un truc sur la table. Ah non. Donc maintenant il nous faut de la croix de maths.
Ouais, on s'en fout. Nous, ce qu'on veut, c'est avancer. Quoi?
Le commentaire de Clyde.
Ah,
Louis, I was sure you would stay.
Bah, je veux pas trop le choix.
I'm proud of you. You've made the right choice.
Elle est morte.
You must have been disappointed not to have been
Ah,
able
bah,
to
il est
speak
au
to
courant.
Sarah one
ouais, c'est un
last
peu
time.
mal fait.
I would have liked her to tell you herself.
Well,
C'est-
I guess I'll never know now.
Pourquoi sa tête
True.
elle est autant
Je sais pas.
avancée
Je
par
sais
rapport à
pas.
son corps?
There
C'est.
is one more thing I haven't told you about her. Sarah was my daughter.
What?
Ah!
But why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
Mais attends,
I
ça veut
thought
dire
that
qu'elle
might
était aussi
be
d'humaine?
too many truths to absorb at one time. I intended to tell you afterwards.
Mais
You were in a hurry, so I made a decision.
Non, mais
You've been able to
il est vraiment
understand
bizarre là,
and choose for
son
yourself.
coup là.
How do you feel?
Hard to say. Confused about everything? I have to admit, it's been a lot to take in such a short amount of time.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up.
Putain,
in a
notre
very
mère en fait
Attends,
c'est
elle
notre.
se chassait toute seule.
From now on,
Oui.
you can influence
Elle est
your
conne,
own
putain.
future. I will guide you.
Mais elle est complètement
All
débile,
the
cette
time
femme.
we need.
You're not the
Non, mais-
first to make me
Elle
that offer.
cherchait, tu sais, sa
What do you
propre
mean by
espèce.
that?
Par contre, sa main là à Mortimer qui traverse le
Oui,
bordel.
oui, bah ça...
Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
C'est pareil de l'autre côté. Hein.
Tu sens qu'on approche de la fin du jeu, là, on a plus rien à foutre.
Non. Bah pourquoi je détournerais? Moi je suis de ton côté.
Bah ouais.
According to him, the family is a prickly subject for you.
He exaggerates. I don't have problems with all our family, far from it. I admit I find it difficult to follow the path set out before
Vu
me
qu'on
sometimes.
suivait
I
à
don't
fond
share their
notre mère,
vision,
autant suivre à fond
and
notre
they
père.
don't understand.
À
find
ce
you
stade...
Notre
I
sœur.
don't impose anything
Non,
on
oui, bah
anyone.
oui, voilà.
I'm just following my own path.
But where does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past.
Voilà.
Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
Pourquoi il dit ça?
You
Par
really
contre, le
are
haut
trying to be
homme.
great men.
Of course
merde.
not. Entirely, no. It is easier to keep control
Donc, un X.
over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas, if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment, he will do
J'espère que
whatever
c'est un
you
chapitre encore
want.
que de blabla.
The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything.
Ça y est,
The
on va
idea
enfin comprendre son
that
plan.
everything is possible. Everyone can become
The
someone.
American
Is there
dream.
anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man can move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
Do you have any more examples?
Of course.
Ouf. Ouf. Oh là là, les questions.
Talk
Oh,
to me
oh
about
les
slavery.
questions
Well,
polémiques.
take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop. Today, black slaves of America work for free and in unbearable conditions.
C'est rigolo parce que
Tomorrow,
quand je t'ai dit pour
if you
l'Amérique,
free the
Oui.
blacks
c'est ce qui s'est
and offer
passé
them
pour de
work
vrai,
along
oui.
with a
Oui.
salary,
mais en fait,
they will bless you for it. Then
Voilà, on
they
en vient
will
à
be
dire que
integrated
Mortimer a gagné.
into the
Oui.
system. They will be taxable. Once
Donc,
they
suivons
are free,
Mortimer, puisqu'il va
they will
gagner
have
la
to
fin,
work for a
forcément.
roof,
Autant gagner
pay
avec lui.
taxes, and feed
Bah,
their
disons que si
families.
tu suis
Maybe
Mortimer,
we could
Bah, c'est
take
ce qui se
away
passe
on
aujourd'hui,
arrive
quoi.
sur ce qui
rights
se
of
passe
prisoners,
réellement
for
aujourd'hui.
example. In this
Voilà.
way, we'll keep control of all those who respect the system and benefit from the others as workforce.
And what would you propose for women?
Oh là là.
They must be given the right to work and to vote. Look, at the moment, they don't work. They take care of raising children. What a mistake.
Non, mais c'est rigolo.
We
Du
have
coup.
to get them out of the house. Make them work. This way,
Mais la
not
façon
only
dont
will
c'est
they
dit,
be
Ouais, c'est un peu.
consumers,
c'est
but they will
énorme.
also delegate the job of education to.
Oula, les...
Il y a des
Non mais
soucis, hein.
ils en ont plus rien à foutre là de leur jeu.
Don't
Ils
you
se
see?
disent qu'on arrêterait
Today
le
we
jeu
are
avant.
wasting too much time.
Bon, passons là.
But the most
T'es
important
sûr?
of all
Bon bah ok.
has already been laid. The foundation stone. Freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the
Voilà.
Constitution. There
Pas
must
qu'il y
be
ait pas du tout
opponents
ce
to
qui se
every
passe.
project.
Oui.
So, above all, don't develop a one-track approach.
Puis
Otherwise, man
utilisé à
won't
tort
have
et à
enough
travers
room
par les
for
gens pour
expression
qu'ils
to
puissent raconter
feel
tout et n'importe
free.
quoi.
If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we. Wouldn't you like to know what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence. But
Intéressant.
humanity is
C'est
not
notre
yet evolved
projet.
enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
Ah,
So,
voilà, il y a quelqu'un de pertinent.
That's your objective, is it? To understand who we are.
Non, je suis
I see your point.
Our family,
pour. Moi, j'aime bien. J'aime le
and
concept.
to the
Nous
past.
avons un deal.
That's how they are putting us in
C'est
danger.
bon, je vais de votre côté,
The
papa.
time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I
Oh,
need
mais
to
arrêtez
teach
de
you.
parler
Et
derrière
là,
moi.
et là, tu te mets dans sa
New
tête.
skill,
Il est en train de croire tout
and
mais
not the
il est en
least,
train de croire tout ce que je lui raconte.
It's
Ce
about
con,
taking
ça va être
control.
parfait.
J'avais dit de pas rentrer dans ma tête.
Il est beaucoup plus con que mon frère.
Ah,
Ah,
bah, je suis prêt. Bah, comment faire peut-être?
I don't see how I could do that.
I shall help you the first time.
Okay, let's not.
Ok.
You're impatient.
je vais t'aider. Ok.
In store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure.
C'est la même chose que le. Oh
First.
la vache!
Non.
What do you mean by that?
Qui
The
ça?
conference
La duchesse.
will come to a close
Bah oui, c'est
shortly.
sûr. que
On
c'est-
contrôle la duchesse.
Not
bah,
that
c'est
I'm
bien,
fed
comme ça,
up
on
with
avait un rapport.
archaic diplomacy,
On contrôle.
but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this
Mais en
happen,
même temps,
I would like Piaget to inform the Pope
Oh
he
non.
has changed
Pas-
sides.
Mais oh.
Here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes.
bah, on l'a déjà fait de toute
You're
façon.
going to enter
déjà
his
fait.
mind
Par contre, pas prendre le
and take
contrôle.
control.
Oui.
You're going to influence his actions and his psyche. Make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
Il donne
What
des
if
idées
I
ou pas? Ou
fail?
c'est maintenant qu'il me
Trust
Je
in
sais
your
pas.
Parce que
instincts.
j'ai pas tout compris, hein.
You just have to
Ça
let
m'étonne pas.
yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now. The Cardinal is in his room. You will have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaggi had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaggi's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once it's written
Par
up,
contre, regarde le-
just bring it back to me, and I'll send it off immediately.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Ça m'a l'air un peu dangereux cette histoire. Hein.
Ah bon, tu trouves? Bon, bah, go dans la chambre, hein.
Une petite pirouette et c'est bon. Ah, en fait, je suis un demon.
Non, c'est pas là. Non plus.
Non, bah non, non. Non, mais c'était pas volontaire.
Why is his study in such a mess? Looks like Volner's planning something.
Non, mais c'est bon, non, merde. Fuck. Hein. Continue. Allez. Là, c'est Washington, tu t'en fous. Là, tu t'en fous. Piaggi, ça doit être dans le coin. Ça, c'est ah non, bah ça c'est Washington, donc j'ai rien dit, encore après. Et Piaggi, c'est pas loin, ça doit être une des prochaines portes. Piaggi, c'est bon. Voilà.
Bon. Donc je fais la...
Ah,
je fais la...
well, Louis, what brings
Oh
you...
bah non, c'est plus que l'œil là qu'il va falloir
May I
faire.
sit down?
Of course, Louis. Don't you feel good?
Yes.
Bah je sais pas, j'ai perdu mon bras.
Pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first. It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate. I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence.
Parler du colloque. Interrogatoire et manipulation.
C'est quoi ça?
Interrogatoire, je crois. Vas-y.
I wanted to thank you for your help. I mean, for your time talking to me
Sure.
about the Holy Lance.
Oh, and did you find it? It's the crusade of a lifetime for some.
Sœur Damien. Eh ben c'est bon,
We're
t'as
searching
ton
for
aide, il vient
another
d'arriver.
Ouais.
holy grail.
Salut Damien.
Really there. Link into his thoughts.
Does it annoy you at all?
But what on earth is he trying to get at? Why do you ask, Louis? I don't follow.
For the glory, Your Eminence.
I can feel it coming. It's working.
What insolence? Why, really? I am a man of the church, Louis. May God keep me from such ambitions.
Right. Let me in, Your Eminence.
Why?
Ça réveille.
I've done it.
Oh la main.
I've done it.
J'ai pas réussi à voir par
He was
contre.
right.
Oh fuck, il y en a un sur chaque main.
This is just crazy. I can't believe it. Look at yourself, Louis. You better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this.
Oh,
body.
de l'arthrite.
See about what Mortimer asked me. Right. Well, it's time I got started. Let's see what I can find here to help me write that letter. I have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with and not make any mistakes. There
C'est
are
parti
two
pour
letters
faire de la
from the
merde.
Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or two by checking how well they correspond to each other. And here are 3 stamps. All are different.
Lire les lettres.
C'est quoi écrire un code secret?
Lire les lettres. Fais les choses dans l'ordre. Mon cher Giuseppe, mon état de santé ne me permettant pas d'honorer l'invitation de se rendre chez Lord Mortimer, je vous prie de bien vouloir vous y rendre afin de siéger à mon nom à un colloque. Manifesterez bien entendu ma reconnaissance à vos autres, consolidez nos accords avec Sœur Grégory, informez-le de que son entreprise concernant l'évêque cardinal Chiaramonti suit son cours, je vous renouvelle toute ma confiance, Dieu vous bénisse, SS Giovinazzi Angelico Bracchi, n'utilisez plus votre tampon personnel quand vous m'écrivez, changez de tampon pour celui figurant ma devise. Déjà ça à savoir. Et il y a le GHFJ à la fin. Ok. Retour. L'autre lettre. Je vous sens en route pour la résidence de Lord Mortimer. J'espère que vous ferez bon voyage, bien que vous soyez amené à traverser les campagnes françaises actuellement très agitées. Cette mission est capitale, sachez-le. Dieu vous bénisse et vous protège. SS Giovanni Angelico Bracchi, EHHPCF. Bon, il y a un code. Comment ça s'est passé sur les quais? Bah, on arrivait trop tard, elle était morte. Retour. Reposer. Choisir un tampon. J'ai vu un indice à propos du tampon.
In one of the letters, the Pope asked Piaggi to change and to stop using his
Oh, le
personal
regard.
stamp. He asked him to use the one with the Pope's motto on it.
Voilà. Bah, je la connais.
And I remember that. Flore in domo domini.
Voilà, retour.
Flora une domo.
Oui. Regardez le tampon. Vas-y, peu importe. Regardez l'inscription sur le tampon.
On it is written, Flore in domo domini.
C'est celui-là.
Ça sera rien.
Retour.
Utilisez celui-ci.
Utilisez celui-ci. Déjà, ça c'est bon. On pouvait arriver à temps si on frappait Napoléon ou si on discutait pas du tout avec Mortimer.
Oui, c'était ça.
Bah tant pis.
Moi, on s'en bat les couilles.
Choisir le contenu de la lettre.
Right. Well, let's start writing. Lord Mortimer asked me to discredit Sir Gregory and to announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust.
Bah normalement tu commences par discréditer Holm, puisque le but c'est de passer un...
Oui, mais tu peux choisir de contrer les plans de Mortimer.
Oui, mais toi c'est pas ton but.
Non, on discrédite Homme.
Donc vas-y.
It turns out, now that I'm here, that I find Lord Mortimer's projects grant us many more advantages in comparison.
Alors là, il n'y a
to
pas
what Sir
d'énigme
Gregory had
pour l'instant,
suggested.
Lolo.
We are talking about the future of the Holy See. There. That should be enough to justify the change of vote.
Écrire le code secret. Il faut.
There's a kind of code composed of 6 letters. They
Désolé pour le truc.
always write under the dates of their correspondence.
According to Mortimer, it's got something to do with Piaggi's
Ah,
C'est la date,
I guess
peut-être.
I'll have to write one for
par rapport à la
today's
date,
date.
ouais.
Now, ideally, it'd be better to do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today, the date is 24/01/1793.
Bah, réfléchir à la logique du code.
Attends. Bah oui, vas-y.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the numbers shown in the middle.
Réfléchis.
Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code.
Donc pas de jour, c'est ça?
Attends.
Ah oui, c'est que le mois et la date. Il bouge tout le temps sa main.
Ouais, c'est chiant. Putain! Puis elle est trop loin la main, c'est casse
Le E c'est 17
Mais
ou c'est un B?
c'est pas logique.
Il faudrait qu'on puisse regarder ses mains.
Putain!
On fait retour.
Bah fais retour, ouais.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Je peux recommencer depuis le début.
Stop, 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 stop.
E c'est 17.
Pourquoi? Attends. Putain, je comprends pas la logique du truc en fait. Tu vois, le 17 il est là. Donc le EH, je le comprends, tu vois, tu prends 17, paf. Mais si je prends le 31 pour GJ, ah bah c'est 30, mais 31, moi là je vois le I. Et pourtant on fait GJ.
Attends, parce que nous il faut 17. Non, c'est 0,
Non,
1,
nous
7,
il nous faut
93.
nous il nous faut 24.
Pourquoi?
Bah, parce que nous c'est la date du
Ah oui.
24.
Non mais j'essaye de faire d'abord la correspondance sur la lettre. Tu me caches l'écran. La correspondance sur l'ancienne lettre. Si on comprend les anciennes lettres, on pourra faire la nouvelle. Bah donne-nous Gila, ce que tu penses. Je vais poser la lettre à votre monsieur. Donc, déjà, le premier 17 de la date, il change pas. Enfin, il change plutôt. Pourquoi? Pourquoi les deux 17 de la date changent?
Mais il n'y a pas de 17.
1790,
Parce que c'est pas l'année en fait.
Il a dit que c'était pas le jour. Le jour n'était pas
Non,
traduit.
si, c'est le jour justement. C'est le décalage est fait exprès, c'est le jour qu'on veut nous. Tu traduis le jour. C'est le jour et le mois en fait.
On met pas la date. Pas l'année.
Non,
T'es sûr?
oui, c'est pour ça que c'est décalé.
Hmm.
Le 31, c'est I.
Pourquoi?
Pour le premier
Oui.
code. Du coup, tu commences par le I comme si c'était 0. Quoi?
Oui, mais regarde, il n'y a pas de I pour le jour. La deuxième lettre ou la première là. Ah, je viens de comprendre ce qu'il veut dire.
Mais non, mais ça. Non, pas non, parce que si tu prends le 17. Je sais pas si on voit la souris.
Non, moi je vois ce que tu veux dire parce que ce qu'il veut dire, c'est-à-dire que
Ouais, j'en vois
les
pas.
chiffres commencent entre le I et le G. Donc I.
Ah non, pour moi, le chiffre il commence sur le I. Et dans ce cas-là, il prend les deux lettres après. Mais là, le 17, il commence sur le E. Et là, pourtant, le E, on le prend sur le 17 janvier. Tu vois, c'est ça le truc. Là, le E, on le prend. Alors là,
le
pour...
31, il a
Alors
pas
que
été
là,
fait.
le I, on le prend pas.
Non, à mon avis, quand il dit qu'il faut pas prendre le jour, faut pas prendre le jour. Il a dit que le jour n'est pas traduit.
Oui, mais t'as pas de 01, t'as pas de 17 et t'as pas... Enfin, si, t'as un 17,
Si le
mais...
01, il est entre le I et le G.
Oh, putain, oui, d'accord.
Mais c'est pas dans l'ordre alphabétique, alors je sais pas. H, I, J, entre il y a le A, F, ça tu vois, ça peut trop temps.
Ah, putain, oui, ok, j'ai compris. Oui, d'accord.
Mais sauf que j'arrive pas à comprendre l'ordre des lettres. Parce que A, B, C, c'est un énorme décalage. H, I, J, c'est pas le même décalage.
Ah! Attends. J'ai peut-être. Euh...
Le chiffre du jour, c'est le point de départ. Puis tu comptes les lettres dans le sens des aiguilles d'une montre depuis le point. Donc c'est le point de départ, mais on l'utilise pas dans le code. Donc là, par exemple, si on prend 31, c'est le I, c'est le point de départ.
Et
après...
ça n'a pas de sens sur le deuxième code, du coup.
Attends, parce qu'il y a GJ. Non, c'est pas le J. Ah, on compte les lettres autour de la main. Ah donc, admettons, 31 c'est I. Ensuite 12.
Il n'y a pas de 12.
G,
Bah,
J,
12.
B, D, C, E, H, A, F, I, G, J. Moi ça me donne J. Hein.
Ah, attends.
Moi ça me donne J, ça me donne pas G. J'ai pas le G hein, pour tous. J'ai J.
12.
Moi j'ai le J, j'ai pas le G.
Ouais.
Si on continue l'idée, 17. Ah non, fallait faire 1, pas 12. On fait 1. Donc 1, c'est G. 2, c'est J. 1, c'est G.
Ah, 7.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
C'est H.
9, c'est F. Et 2, c'est J. Ok, c'est ça, oui.
Voilà.
Ok.
C'est bon.
Alors.
Pour 24, 24 c'est le A. On part du A. Bon voilà. Donc c'est le point de départ. Non, c'est pas le point de départ. A, on le compte pas. Et donc, 0, bah c'est A.
Non, là, je te suis plus, là, par contre.
On part de A. D'accord?
Oui.
A plus 0, ça fait quoi?
Pourquoi plus 0?
Parce que 0, 1.
Ah, tu commences par sur du
Ah
mois.
bah oui, les jours ne comptent pas.
Ah, oui,
Donc,
d'accord.
A,
Donc, A,
F.
et après c'est 1. Eh, mais non, dans ce cas, ça va pas.
Mais c'est pas AE ni FJ.
Bah oui, donc ça va pas.
Faisons celui du bas. La deuxième lettre. Pour être sûr. 17,
Bah,
c'est le E.
17, c'est le E. Donc 0, ça fait E. 1,
Voilà.
ça fait H. 1, ça fait H. 7, ça fait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, ça fait B. 9, ça fait C.
Voilà.
Et 3, ça fait F.
Donc ça fait ma logique.
Mais pourquoi là, il y a AE et FJ? Ou alors ça veut dire que tu choisis entre A et E, tu as un deuxième choix et ensuite tu choisis A. Sinon, pour moi, c'est ça. Parce que
Attends, parce que du coup, faisons le truc complet.
le
Donc,
24,
ça fait
c'est bien
A,
A.
F,
Ça fera C, H, G.
c'est bon, on a le code là, du coup. A, F, C, H, G. Bah, du coup... C'est quoi changer la dernière lettre? Quoi changer la dernière lettre?
Non, je préfère pas. Bah non, parce que c'est quand tu mets des lettres.
Moi, j'ai peur qu'ils nous mettent vraiment AE au début.
Ah,
Non.
mais pourquoi non?
Mais pourquoi on n'a pas le A qui est écrit?
D'accord, ça m'avait mal sélectionné.
A.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Oui, d'accord, c'est parce que c'est pas assez choisir entre de A à E. F.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
F,
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
CHG.
Today the date is
C'est chiant qu'il répète à chaque fois.
24/01/1793. Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today is the
Mais du coup, c'est con d'avoir instauré ce code-là, puisque...
24/01/1793.
Bah... Non, c'est bon. Du coup, rends-moi ça, peut-être.
Finir la lettre.
C'est du coup, bah, la preuve. On s'est introduit dans son corps et on a réussi à craquer le code.
Oui. Donc ça, c'est bon.
Your Eminence, all ready to send... What's he doing here?
Damn it. That's all I need.
Don't worry, he can't hear us.
What do you mean he can't hear us? What's going on here, Piaggi?
T'as donné un calmant à Louis. Lol.
Il me disait quoi, l'autre?
Walner. On sait pas. Voilà. Allez hop, ça c'est fait. Non, tu as donné un calmant.
Bah, pourquoi faire? Non.
Bah pour son bras.
Il a fait un malaise.
Bon bah vas-y.
J'ai bien envie de rentrer dans cette tête.
Déjà?
D'accord.
Calm down, my friend. The
Si
poor
facilement
boy has
influençable.
just passed out. We were talking about this and that when suddenly he fainted, keeled over, just like that.
Huh, really? What a weakling. I wonder what Mortimer sees in him.
Voilà.
Who knows? I was about to fetch someone to take care of him. Would you care to go?
There he is, and there he stays. The perfect opportunity.
C'est pour ça qu'il nous apprécie pas trop, hein.
It's been a while now that I've been hoping for a chance to get rid of him.
No, listen, my son. This is all getting out of hand.
Hogwash! I don't trust him in the slightest.
Why not?
Can you keep a secret?
Bien sûr. Bien sûr, mon fils.
Of course, my son. Would you like to tell me under the confidentiality of confession?
Ah, don't talk rubbish. I don't trust the little runt because he is
Il le
Mortimer's
sait.
son. Would you believe it?
How does he know?
How
Faire le
is that
surpris.
possible? I am
Il est
flabbergasted.
We've fisted
J'en suis
enough
content.
time. What if he wakes up? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just turn away and leave him.
Arrêtez de faire les grands plans sur lui,
This
s'il
is
vous
not
plaît.
a decision to be taken lightly.
You're defending him now.
What are you talking about? Of course not.
He's made you change sides, hasn't he?
On va dans sa tête ou pas?
Si tu veux.
The slime bag. He works for Mortimer. Good thing I already tried to warn Gregory.
C'est tout?
Hum.
Bah oui, Holmes se raconte pour le coup.
Ah oui, mais il vient de prévenir Holm que c'était le fils de qu'on était le fils de Mortimer.
Pas dans la chambre? Ça va nous emmener ailleurs, hein, c'est pas bien ça.
Bah, ouais. Ah, mais ça nous laissera probablement le temps de reprendre le contrôle. Bonsoir, Michael.
Je dirais Holmes se raconte.
Bah, vas-y.
I am certain that Sir Gregory
Moi, je
would
pense
be
que ça passe pas.
opposed.
You know nothing. I know Sir Gregory better
That's
than...
against the rules of the conference, Monsieur von Wollner. I refuse to go against Sir Gregory.
Right.
Monsieur von Wollner, I always act in the best interest of all. I assure you,
Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
you must have lost your mind to take such an extreme course of
Petit
action.
remonté de
No one's
boulette de
asking you to
viande,
help
là.
me do it.
C'est dégueulasse. Je le dirais à Mortimer.
Bah, je dirais tout à Holm. Je sais pas, hein, du coup... Ça, Valkyria.
Je sais pas, je fais ça.
Bah, bah, ça changera rien, hein, ça. Hein. Ça fera pas avancer le discours.
Ah non.
Bah, vas-y, hein.
If you lay a finger on him, I'll denounce
Au pire,
you,
on
Sir
loupe, hein.
Gregory. I'm warning you.
You old weasel.
Ah.
Very well, Piaggi, you win.
I refuse to let you do the first thing that comes into your head.
I don't know what the two of you are up to, but I'll find out sooner or later.
Right. Time for me to get back into my body.
Sauf que la prochaine discussion où il va lui dire bon, qu'est-ce qu'on fait du fils de Mortimer? De quoi parlez-vous? Je me sens pas bien.
Right. Don't just stand there.
Ah bah, maintenant, c'est...
Mortimer's waiting for you in the red salon.
Calmer Wallner. Non, ça, c'est bon. Salon rouge. Je ne sais plus du tout où c'est.
En bas.
Oui, ça, je sais.
C'est là où on mange. Je crois.
Oui. Merci, Manon.
Mais tu dis du beau aussi.
Elle m'emmerde. Non, derrière toi. Derrière, là. Puf.
So, Louis, what was your first
Ouais,
time
on le sait.
like? Bewildering, isn't it?
Here's your
Non,
letter.
Par contre, c'est mal coupé par moment.
Oui.
I have to admit that the experience was utterly amazing.
Come, tell me more.
Aucune difficulté.
Bah ouais.
Everything went as planned. I didn't encounter any particular difficulties.
Well done, you. On my first try, well, it took me 3 goes. But you did it.
Ah. Réunion de famille.
Gregory, what can I do
Putain,
for
comment
you?
il y va là?
I've just come to make sure dear Louis has all the information he needs.
Needs for what?
You are free to make your own choices, William. I would like the same for him too.
There's nothing I want more, Gregory.
Your schemes will lead to your demise, brother. Don't involve Louis. He has nothing to do with all this. The end of the conference approaches, and this masquerade will soon be torn asunder. Don't drag him down with you in your disgrace.
Oh, ye of little faith.
On the contrary, brother, Louis has just entered the family. Give him a chance to find his place.
His place?
C'est-à-dire? Non?
What place is that?
At the end of a leash, like all the others.
Don't listen to him. He's angry with our father.
And with good reason. He governs us in the same way he governs humanity.
through fear and submission.
Same old tune. When will you understand
Comme
that
ça,
it's
on sera deux.
necessary to impose
C'est mieux
order
que
for
un.
things to
Ouais.
move forward properly?
Je sais que c'est
You
pas
are
grand
under
chose
his
contre le papa,
thumb
mais bon.
and proud of
Mieux deux que un, et puis par la suite, on sera plus,
crying
quoi.
out loud. His
Ouais,
whole
faut
system
espérer
become
ça.
Ah bah écoute, on fait des affaires avec Elisabeth,
He will lead us to our
pas
demise.
Elisabeth,
There he
Emma,
goes with
Emma,
another of his
Emily,
grand
et puis voilà,
speeches.
ça donne-
William has always been fond of staging
par un démon.
big scenes. It's his
Ah oui, mais c'est pas grave. Ne pas revenir.
How dare you?
You are blind, brother. Even if the evidence
Il a
bit
l'air
you on the
fatigué, je
nose,
pense,
you still
le
wouldn't
papa.
see it. I feel sorry
Bon,
for
lui,
you.
il est en trépideux état, il ferait mieux de changer de corps. Non, pas de couteau.
Tea is drunk hot or not at all, William. When will you learn?
Du poison. Terrible.
It's too bitter. You shouldn't let it brew so long.
I knew you'd be coming along. You are so predictable.
Methodical, I would say. Things must be accomplished in the right order if we want the world to keep turning as it does.
Ah oui, non, attends, je sais pas c'est quoi son truc. Enfin, putain, à mon avis, il est pas bon. Enfin, l'interrogatoire sert à rien contre lui.
Bah... Écoute...
Au moins, on peut découvrir la. C'est pas une confrontation.
Non. Bah
Au
non.
moins, on
You
découvre.
came here to warn me, sir.
No,
Y a pas le truc
to
au-dessus.
advise you.
Advise me against my father. Why?
I think you are capable of deciding for...
You haven't answered my question. Why warn me
Ah,
against my
il est
father?
pas doué.
What are you afraid he will do to me?
Well, I wouldn't want him to lead you into... I don't know what absurd adventure in
You
which...
act as though I were in danger.
I agree with Louis, Gregory. You're trying to pass me off as a villain about to devour him.
That's not funny, William. I won't let him follow you.
You see, Louis, Gregory came here to make you change your mind. It's time.
Bah, c'est pas très bien
change.
fait.
I acknowledge Father has done
No.
many good things for humanity, but his time is over, and now you must pass on the torch.
That's enough. There, Louis. That's the pathetic example your father has to offer. I really am
comprends pas
sorry
très bien,
about
là.
what happened to you. You don't know our family yet. We can't have given you a very good impression, but bear in mind that we are all against William's project.
On the contrary,
If he insists on going through with it, we will have no other
Oh.
choice than to intervene by force. Consequently,
Ah.
my dear Louis,
Putain, mais quand y a
we're
pas
going
de
to have to choose
S?
sides.
Papa,
I would much
si je viens dans la
rather
tête
have
de
met
Homme,
you
tu me sauves.
in those circumstances.
there you are, Louis. See what happens when you don't follow their orders to the letter.
Louis, I'm afraid the time to
Bon,
decide
Voilà, allez, va faire
now.
foutre.
If you follow William, he will drag you
Okay.
down with him. If, on the
J'ai
other
déjà
hand,
suivi
you
ma
support
fausse
me,
mère. Ça
I
m'a
can
coupé le
assure
bras,
you
donc à ce
that
stade.
nothing will happen to you. You won't be blamed for your
Je t'ai
father's
jamais aimé ta
errors.
gueule.
Ah,
donc,
the master.
voilà.
I offer you
Mais
liberty.
c'est vrai, depuis le
He
début, il
obliges you
conspire
to
contre nous.
choose, and
on
shamelessly
l'espionne un
ask
peu, il
you
est
to
pas pour
betray
nous,
your
c'est bon,
own
quoi.
father. That is their true
Donc,
face.
il savait qu'on
Right.
était son
Before I
neveu,
answer, well,
et
I
il a quand
better
même dit
think
aux
it
gens,
over very
méfiez-vous de
carefully.
lui, je sais
Do
pas
I
si on peut lui faire
embrace my
confiance.
human nature and take my place on the chessboard? Do I stay out of it and do my utmost to stop them, or do I renounce my nature?
Oh merde, on me donne
and do
3
all
choix.
I can
Ah.
to stay human?
Interesting.
Ah non. Ah.
Non,
Oh.
je suis un démon, moi.
Ok.
It's
Oh,
useless
vas-y, hein,
trying to
fous-toi
resist
plaise.
my true nature.
À un moment donné, c'est bon, quoi.
May as well accept it.
J'ai le pouvoir,
Sooner
hein,
the
niquez-vous.
Eh, j'en ai marre du bras coupé, hein. J'ai envie de changer de corps. Moi, j'ai eu un gros problème avec cette perte de bras, donc peut-être que t'aurais pas perdu le bras, je serais
I'm a demon and
plus
I
apte à
have to
faire
behave
devenir
like
humaine, tu vois.
Sooner the better.
So, what do you choose, Louis?
Et là, hop.
I shall follow my
But don't say
Please, don't take offense, but I just can't turn my back on him.
It's time we finished what we started, brother. The final vote of the conference.
Pour une fois que je vais vite.
Ah oui,
On va vite
ah
finir le
oui,
jeu,
ah,
là.
non. Non, non, on va pas aller vite. Mais oui.
Prepare to close the debate.
That's precisely what I
Écoute,
was
j'ai plus de
going to
mère,
say.
faut bien que j'ai un père, tu vois, ça compense.
Come, Follow
T'es
me.
fier de moi, papa?
Time for us to get ready.
Putain, là,
D'accord.
on a eu le droit à 2 fondus noirs là.
Ouais. Fin de chapitre. Nick Taras. Putain.
Here we go. Allez, je rentre dans toutes vos têtes.
Non mais ça va là. Oh ouais.
Maintenant, j'ai des pouvoirs.
Ça te monte un peu trop à la tête cette histoire.
Chance? You don't know me very well, Louis. We are going to win.
But
Arrête.
it only
Oh, t'es
takes
vraiment
one
une
person
chochotte.
to vote against us, and we'll have lost.
That's true.
Ah mais oui.
That's why none of them will. Why? Because I have an asset that they do not.
Which is...
You. My friends, prepare yourselves. The conference is about to
Est-ce que tout le monde suit mon
Time has
idée?
come to lay down all our
Est-ce que moi j'ai le droit de rentrer dans la tête des gens?
Bah normalement non.
Qu'est-ce qu'on a raté?
Rien.
Ouais.
Je.
Ah bah c'est la scène où on la voit cul nu qui est dans le best-of. Donc regardez le best-of, comme ça vous verrez le cul de la duchesse. Voilà. C'est toi qui as dit trace, dépêche. Quand je suis rentrée dans la chambre de Walner, t'as dit trace. Bon voilà. Hein. Tant pis pour toi. Hein.
Au revoir YouTube.
Voilà. Donc